Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Inspire. I am your host, Sha Hayes, and we have with us today an amazing talent. Steve Garay is a young, up and coming pop rap artist combined with a couple of other things who is out of New Jersey that we hear his music and he's doing a little bit of different things out on the scene. And we're so glad to have him here with us. He's exploring the meaning of love. And at such a young age, we want to get his insight on how that has influenced his songwriting. But without further ado, let's welcome Steve Garay. Hey there. Hi, how are you this evening?
I'm good.
Wonderful. So when I was listening and like partaking in some of your pages and your Instagram, trying to look at your music and the videos, I heard some of your songs and I was like, this is different. You know, and different is not always a bad thing because you don't want to always hear the same thing you always hear. And then what I did is I got in a car and I put the music on in my car and I turned the volume up. And I have little ones. So my 4-year-old and my 2-year-olds in the back or 3-year-olds in the back of the car, and they're jamming. Even my daughter started saying, ooh. So, and I was like, that's when you know you got something in your hands. That's what makes a hit, is when a beat can drive it. And then all of a sudden that hook comes in and then a 4-year-old is singing it instantly. So was that your intentions to come out with something that was, something was melodic that you can listen to, but also kind of allow people to catch on as soon as you hear it when you turn it on?
I try to create I was trying to go on for a friendly vibe, so everyone can enjoy in their cars or at parties or family gathering. So
yeah, and like I said, I was listening to No One Else, the beat. Like I said, when it comes on and then you hear the words and the repetition of the beat, like you hear it. And I said, I can actually see myself, vibing to this somewhere. So that's why I was like, when you first hear it, you're like, okay, well, let me sit with it for a minute. And when you transform yourself to a place where you're in a car and you're riding down the road and the breeze is in your hair, and you're like, oh, I can really get into the song. So, a lot of your song talks about love and a heartache and pain of love. And you're how old again?
I'm 20.
So you've had somewhat experiences of love and heartbreak, and you're writing from that. Like what experience did you have first coming from that, and why did you want to use that in your music?
I feel like I feel like people could relate to that, and I feel like I try to create my songs, but turn them into a positive vibe. There might be downsides in life, but we could turn them into positive. We could turn them positive.
So you are, and I've read that you have your influences of Justin Bieber and Freddie Mercury. How does their sound influence how you decide to make music?
I feel like they have a more softer voice. I have a deeper voice, so I try to practice their songs over and over and over again until I sounded a little bit just like them. A little bit. Yeah.
So besides them, are there any other musical influences that you have?
I listen to every genre. There was rap, jazz, pop, even classical sometimes.
Oh wow, that's great. That's great. And I saw there was a part where you were learning or playing the keys. Are you completely do you know how to play completely well yourself, or is that something you're teaching yourself?
I'm still practicing. I still know the notes. I'm still not an expert yet, but I hope to keep practicing.
Yeah, because I saw you was talking about how you were sort of signing up for class to play the drum, and someone else had it, and so now you're going on to the playing the keys. So what have there been any other instruments that you picked up that you want to learn, or are you going to stay with specifically playing on the keyboard?
After I master the pianos, I hope to move into the guitar or
okay.
I feel like that's a second instrument I want to master. It just yeah.
So who creates the beats for your songs that you have now on your album coming out?
Um, it's some beats that I like found in YouTube. I feel like I listen to the beat and like I listen to them and like imagine like my voice already in them, like to see if
Mhm.
it just matches my sound. So not and
Well,
I look at.
well, no, I would say explain that process because you said you found it on YouTube. I know that, for instance, like you can license music. So did you just go and find a beat and you said, okay, I want to use this for my next song?
No, I did license them. I did
Okay.
license them, yeah.
That's awesome. So that's, I mean, that's a great tip for someone who's looking to start out, or a parent who has a child who's a singer but don't know how to connect to, these major producers. You went out and sought them out right on YouTube. And the fact that, I didn't even know that you can just go. I mean, I know you can probably get a car on YouTube, but I didn't know you can actually get beats from off of YouTube and use them for your own songs. So that's a great, because you don't have to know a producer to make beats. You can just go and get on YouTube and get it. So that's great. You can do that.
Yeah.
So your album is coming out soon. So we expecting more of that sound of the No One Else and the other song and Take a Break?
Yeah, it's gonna be more songs like No One Else, because I feel like that's like a favorite. Like many people told me like that's like that's the one they really like enjoy listening to.
Yeah, and I even when I was looking through the image of the Take a Break video, how did you shoot that? That was like I was like, this is amazing. Like the imagery of that was just so. I was like, did you get a drone and shoot down? Is that another license thing that you did? That was great.
I actually didn't make it myself. I would
Yeah.
love to, but I found a friend who's really good at that, like making like videos. So
Yeah.
he was nice enough to make it for me.
Yeah, because we have I mean, even the graphics for No One Else. I mean, it's basically captions in a neon version. I love that too as well. Well, you know what? Since we have that here, let's take a moment to take a look at the video for Take a Break. We have a little a clip of that. So that's it. You want to intro that a little bit about Take a Break, what that song's about?
Okay. So basically, no, Take a Break is about it's about a song. It's a song. It's a song about a guy who has to know like if his like girlfriend loves him or not. So he's like skeptical like about their love, so he tried to like distance himself away like from her, and it's like it hurts inside, but you have to know if it's true.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, let's take a look. We have it here right now. Take a break.
Okay.
What a lovely day with you. It's really comfortable in this room. It's so hot this time of year. You make it warm when I'm here. There's something I have to tell you. I don't know how you will react. There's something I have to tell you. I don't know how you will react. Girl, I need to know if it's true. I need to separate from you.
Yes. And I was just saying, like, I love the fact that, you didn't go into like this having to have this whole kind of, drawn out kind of soap opera kind of version of a video. You just had the words and your voice. And I love that because people who are trying to being introduced to you can sing along with it and they can see the words and like I said, even though the video itself still pulls you in because the images are great. So what made you decide to not have yourself being kind of featured in the video?
Um, I mean, I was planning on it, but I feel like it was nice, like for like the audience to get to know like the words. like
Mm.
yeah, to sing along.
I literally can envision you doing something kind of like almost Travis Scott and Drake song, where it's like this kind of over the top, version of that song that they created. I can't think of the name of it, where it's that song where you see them in a far larger than life kind of animation creation of them. But I could see that because I could see that you wouldn't do a traditional. I could see something being out of the box. Would you direct your own, or would you bring in someone else to kind of create the vision for yourself?
No, I would direct it my own.
I can see that. And I can see that you have you're like the quiet person who's going to be people going to look out for, because of the fact I can tell that you have a lot going on in your head that I know that we're going to be looking forward to seeing and hearing from you. So when your album is going to drop in April, I know it's going to be dropping on all platforms as far as Spotify and everything. And I know with the pandemic being the way it is, are you planning on doing any performances live?
Yeah, I plan on it. Yeah, I
Okay.
hopefully I could do a live performance. I feel like I want to experience that like firsthand.
Would you do it with a track, or have you ever like experienced it with an actual like band, seeing as though you are practicing the actual, instrument piano version of it?
Um, I would. I would. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know yet.
So have you ever thought about any other collaborations you may want to do?
Um, in my album, I have one collaboration. I did one collaboration.
Okay. And who was that with?
Her name is Ola Olagram.
Okay.
He's Ukrainian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. How did you
Yeah.
guys link up?
It was unexpected. I was just scrolling through social media, and I like went through like people's pages and like try to listen to their song and see if their like voice would match like in some like parts that are like empty, like yeah, that they
That's
will fill.
great.
Yeah.
So when you go into writing, I know that you're, talk about the love and how you try to make it more, friendly and engaging. What other inspirations do you draw from when you're writing?
Um, Emotions. I feel like most of my songs are based on emotions. Stuff like emotions that I feel like I can't personally express to people, so I just like write them in my song, and
Mm.
I feel like it naturally comes into my songs.
So when you say emotion, I feel like you seem such like a joyful spirit. Is it ever a time where anger or rage comes out of you and it has translated into a song? And do you still find a way to find a positive in that?
Um, bef- Before I recorded No One Else, I used to write songs like about anger and like sadness, but then I feel like some part of me changed, and I see the negative into positive. I see positivity in everything.
That's amazing. What
Mhm.
shifted in you that allowed you to just be able to find that center to be able to see the positivity in things?
I guess self reflection.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Because I mean, a lot of times people can sit into that for so long that they don't know how to pull themselves out. So the fact that you have that, and being young and being able to see that, even through the things that can go wrong in your life, there's something great can come from that. So that's great that you, especially the fact that you have an art that allows you to communicate that, because a lot of times that's what keeps people bottled inside, because they don't have a way to transfer that, into something else. That's why art is so important, because it does allow people to have a way to express themselves. So
Yeah.
that's great that you have that experience for yourself. So what do you, as far as your goals, what's your long-term goal that you want to see for yourself?
Um, I would love to like travel around the world, like to meet, like get to know like people around the world, like perform in different all over the world. I just and like collaborate with so many great artists, singers, or producers. Yeah.
Who's on your dream list of collaborations? If you could work with anybody, who would that
Um,
be?
oof, I feel like one person that I feel like Justin Bieber is number one, like the first one, because I feel like people keep like comparing me to him. Like I feel like
Okay.
the song "No One Else," I feel like it has like early Justin Bieber sound. Like I sound like him, kind a little bit. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that would be great. I mean, listen, you never know. This platform has been reached globally. You never know where someone can, decide to send this off to him and then, be like, oh, well, I like his vibe. I like his sound because, like I said, this is different. And I love the fact that you are standing outside of what's typically being heard and seen on out there. So I think that that's a great way and path to create for yourself because you are in a lane where I'm not saying there's no one because there's some people that kind of have someone like a Charlie Puth. When I was listening, not no one else, it kind of made me think of him a little bit. But it's still you. It's still your own sound. So I think that's what makes it so great because it has an original aspect to it that's so you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. So I mean, well, if in terms of like advice or what would you give in terms of people who are looking to get a start? Because like I said, that was such a great tip to know that you can go to YouTube just to get beats. What other advice would you give someone trying to start out?
I would say like keep practicing, like practicing like songwriting abilities or your voice. Like for me, it took like a while for me to find my voice. It wasn't, yeah.
But when you say you find your voice, is it finding your voice in terms of the songs and the music, or was it about because like I said, your songs is a verge of singing but rapping as well.
Yeah.
So are you were you trained in singing and then you became and added the rap part into it, or was it a rapper part where you started adding the singing into it?
No, I practiced the singing part. The rapping part, I used to practice rapping like at an early age. So I feel like that I kind of mastered it already, but the singing part, I feel like it was kind of difficult, but I keep improving every day.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, that's the thing, especially the fact that you're learning a new instrument. Like, that in itself goes to show that, you're taking your craft and what you're doing seriously. So that's a great part of it. And like I said, when I heard that song, listening to it in the car and transferring myself into a space where I'm riding down the highway on my way to the beach, I can see myself listening and hearing it. And we actually have a clip of No One Else. So do you want to introduce that and tell us a little bit about that song?
The song "No One Else." It's about I feel like sometimes people take other people for granted, like their love. So I feel like I wrote it from their perspective, and to let them know like they care about you. They just might not be there all the time, but they love you, and no matter what, they're always there.
That's right. And that's so much that people need to know. People are, in dark places now and just every day. So that's such a great song. It's such a great message. So guys, check that out. No One Else.
If you could, you'll never leave me. You would, have me by your side. You wouldn't let me go. No one else could ever have me. I know I know that you can't resist me. If you could, you'll always have me. I know that you try your best. Offering some success. I love you back, girl. I love you back, girl. No one else but you. No one else but you. I love you back, girl. I love you back, girl. No one else but you. No one else but you.
Yes, that was great. Like I said, when you listen to it in the car and turn up the volumes, and now the weather's changing, you have a whole nother perspective for that song. Like it definitely, no one else, girl. I love it. So definitely, whatever your plans are with that song, keep pushing forward with it, because I hear it. It's the one thing about songs that people are saying now in terms of they're not as complicated, but that's what get people to listen to it, because like I said, my 4-year-old was saying ooh, and that is in itself a testament of how songs become a hit. So
yes,
we wish you much luck in all your endeavors, and hope you come back and check with us. And if you have another video you want to release, you want to premiere it here on the show, we want you to definitely come back and do that with us, because we expect great things from you for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on, and much love to you. All right, y'all give it up for Steve Garay. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Make sure you put his social media down here so everyone can follow him. Your album's coming out. Let everyone know when that's coming out again.
My debut album, It Comes From the Heart, will be released in April 23rd on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music, and many more. I also wanted to let everybody know that I've made my official merchandise.
Okay, merch.
Okay. Where can I get it?
You could get. I'm currently making it, but it will be available soon on my website at www.stevegaray.com.
Okay, wonderful. And that way everybody can go out and support you, because like I said, I see great things from you. I can tell you have the genius mind. You have the beautiful mind going on. I can see it all the way from over here. So I can appreciate everything that's coming out of you, and looking forward to all the great things that will come for you in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. Yeah, because like I said, I was listening to that song in the car, and I was like, yes, I can hear this. I can hear the no one else. And I said, once I heard that, I was like, yeah, okay, I get it now. And like I said, I literally had the kids in the back of the car, and Cairo is in the back of the car like, ooh.
I can see Carter. I can see Carter.
But it's funny because I played it again, and Cairo first was dancing, and Carter was like, hers got to always turn into the stank thing. But y'all, that is so amazing. Exactly. But y'all definitely go out and check out this young brother and support him, because like I said, this is how these young ingenues, these talented like Pharrells and Michael Jacksons and all the rest of them start out, is where they have this collective process in their brain, and all of a sudden they come out with this hit that's Billie Jean or Thriller. So definitely go out and support him, and just follow him, because you just never know what the next thing might come from him. We'll be seeing him on the Billboard Awards, performing in charts blowing up. So that's sure.
Right. That's right.
And especially with other young talent, because we've had other people in here like Essence Moore and the young actor, I can't remember his name right now. But this is why this platform is important, to also shine and spotlight young entrepreneurs and leaders and performers and artists, because of the fact that they are paving the way to open the door, or other people paving the way to open doors for them, but they're the ones who are breaking through. So this is also opportunity for them to learn and grow from the aspects of being on this platform as well. So this is awesome to see that about him.
Yeah, and if you know someone, anyone out there, if you know someone who's an aspiring singer, dancer, whatever profession they're in, or their interest, science, technology, math, whatever it is, send them our way. We would love to spotlight them on our platform and have them be an inspiration to others.
Yeah, and make sure you email us at inspiredbyanonymous@gmail.com and follow us on all social media platforms as well, so you can stay updated on great shows like this and having me see interviews like this. But follow us at Inspired by Anonymous, and make sure you subscribe and share and follow. And if you want to support the show, make sure you donate to Cash App at $ Keyana Tennant. Keyana, Keyana Tenant. You say it at the bottom. Let me say it again. $ Key. This case somebody listening and not actually reading. KeyAnaTennant. Because them ends, people are like, is it one N? No, it's two. It was two.
Look, I've been called everything. I've been called Keanu, Tennant, and I guess from Keanu Reeves, you know.
It's one of those like,
you know, all of anything donated goes back to support the show. If we have merchandise as well, we have T-shirts, Inspire all colors. Interested in purchasing and supporting the show, again, it all goes back to the show. So we appreciate any support that you would like to give to us.
And Keyana does a phenomenal job of pulling all this together, from the merchandise to the StreamYard platform that we're using, and all of that, you know, as it's been said, is being incurred, but we would love the support of you all to be able to help that. But if you can give $1 or $5 or $2, whatever you can provide, it just helps go back to the show. And this platform that Keyana created was used to inspire the youth and inspire others so that their journeys can be, you know, probably not as less hard, because they're learning from others and being inspired from others to know that you can keep pushing and keep moving on and see the triumphs and the failures that someone else had, and know that you can still keep pushing forward and keep dreaming bigger. So that's why this is important for us to keep pushing forward and doing this show, so that people can see these stories from everyone. But we thank you all so much for being on joining us tonight. And thanks Steve Garay, our guest, for being here and spotlighting his music. It's been such a great journey to, you know, to watch him and see his music, and knowing that he is teaching himself and he's learning the craft of music and going out there and going to YouTube. Like I said, I learned something today. You know, you think as the youth that you can't learn from, but most of them are out here doing things that we didn't have the exposure to. So it takes a time out as an adult or older person to just learn something, because a lot of times they probably have more information to offer than we probably know, because of the fact that they're more invested into social media. But we thank you all for joining us tonight. You know, we're going to be closing out this month soon, so look forward to more interviews for more phenomenal guests. But until then, we'll see you again. We inspire together.